So for Jokic, at this point, Cody, I said it last season, he moved into the running for greatest offensive big man, center, however you want to think of it, because like is Larry Bird, does he count as a big man, stuff like that. But the traditional, for me, it was Shaq, it was Kareem. Kareem, of course, playing in a different era. Do I think Kareem might have more impact if he could play 1 in, 4 out with shooters like Olajuwon? Probably. And then there's Jokic. And so at this point, heading into this playoffs coming up, my expectation, the thing that I'm asking myself as I watch Jokic, as I compare him to other players, as I try to evaluate his impact in this season, in his time, is this the greatest offensive player of all time?
You're just saying, you said player, right? You said player.
Player.
Not big man. You said player.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you can make the argument. It's very unlikely, unless something crazy happens, that I would actually end the season with that evaluation. But as I've said many times, I think having multiple seasons and different scenarios to try to understand the impact of these skills that you can look at and kind of describe, right? And say, oh, here's a pattern with Jokic. When he gets in the post, he's very difficult to guard. Like his scoring game and his post game is absurdly good. And I just feel like it's an afterthought for people. And maybe you get to a playoff series and that becomes a differentiator, because with Jokic right now, against the league on a night-to-night basis, on average, if there isn't some special defender in front of him or something like that, it legitimately feels like when he decides to take over a game with his scoring, that he could just drop 20 in a quarter on like 9 of 10 shooting. What other players do this, right? Durant is an incredible scorer, and his mid-range is off the charts right now, but he kind of needs to get hot to have like a 7 for 10 quarter or something like that. And maybe he'll sprinkle in some threes. Joel Embiid, we've talked about his scoring and how incredible it is. He just battering rams you to the free throw line. If he hits a couple jumpers from the elbow, throws in a dunk, then he throws a step back 3 up. But there aren't many guys that you're just like, Kevin McHale me. Just throw it in and hit like 8 of 9 hooks, fades, spins, layups. And then when he misses, he gets the offensive rebound and puts it back in. So I don't know where I'm going to end up at the end of the season, but I'm pretty sure we're watching one of the 10 best offensive players to ever play basketball, and maybe more.